welcome to another exciting episode of Two Bar. Whoa. Another episode. Oh, no, that's the same episode, except this time we're going over our games of the year. So for those of you who are dropping in from the previous episode, or for those of you who are confused, we already recorded the first half of the episode where we covered Ubisoft's Match Restructuring, as well as the Xbox Developer Direct. So if you guys want to listen to that, you can head on over there. It should be the previous episode that you can click on. But for this one, we'll be going over our best games of 2025. Now, our list is a bit smaller this year because James and I admittedly did not play as many games. So we limited it to just...
We didn't play as many new games. We've played a lot of games, but, you know...
So, yeah, so this year we limited down to top 3. So it's just 3 for me, 3 for James. I had, I think, like one more game, but I was like, I'll just take it off because it would be just me yapping. So it's just 3 for me, 3 for James. Do you have any honorable mentions? Remember, games don't have to come out from this year to qualify. Can you think of any? Just don't say.
You know what? Yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. Honorable mention.
Well, not yet.
Ready or not?
Wait, not yet.
Oh, what? Do I start over?
No, not yet. Yeah. So for the rules for every year is that a game doesn't necessarily have to come out the year that we're talking about, but it just can't win number 1. So we can talk about any game at all that came out at any point in time, as long as it's a game that we played in 2025. It just didn't have to be a game that came out in 2025.
Yeah.
So now we have all that clear out of the way. Now we can go into some honorable mentions before we actually get into our list. James.
No. Now I'm trying to see if my game actually qualifies for the rule. The honorable mention qualifies for the rules.
It does. We're talking about any game.
Oh, okay. Any game. Oh, okay.
Any game can qualify for our 2020 our game of the year list.
So
it just can't win. That's all.
Yeah. Honestly, ready or not, we played it. I think in the summer of 2025 with some of our friends. It was you and Gene. And even though it's actually been in early access for a while, and I think during the summer is when it came out on consoles, like for real. So it was, I guess, officially like the release for the game, and it was great. It was fun. It had that tactical gameplay that we all loved very, very much. Yeah, as you could probably see from the footage you're pulling up, I had a really, really good time with this game, and I really liked the tacticality of it, and having callouts and stuff.
Yeah, this was a really fun game. This actually consumed a significant portion of our summer, because we played this quite a lot. Like, it was almost every day we were hopping on with. Okay, well, damn, they capped his ass. All right, just
shit.
Completely.
Even after he dropped,
he should have complied.
Yeah. Oh, technically he did comply, but he dropped his weapon.
I mean, he might have been reaching for another one because they do that sometimes. Remember?
Yeah, they do.
They drop one and they reach for another one, so he probably just dropped his ass. And they're lighting that place up. Anyways, yeah. So we played this a lot over the summer. It was a lot of fun. We didn't get to play through the whole game, but we played through most of it. I think.
Because we kept getting. Yeah, we got not stuck, but we got frustrated that we couldn't 100% the mission, the Valley of Dolls?
Yeah, the Epstein Mansion mission.
You know what? Yeah, the Epstein Mansion.
That was a real pain in the ass because you have to do it non-lethally, which means you can't kill anybody, but everyone wants to light your ass up, and like the level just sucks, dude, because there are just guys hiding everywhere, and they can just instantly turn around 360 no scope your ass. It was very frustrating to do. We did get through it once, but then you died at the very end. At the very, very end, you died, so that we couldn't get the 100%.
I never made it to the basement. Which, by the way, that basement is, to this day, it's blood boiling. How disgusting it is.
Yeah. So a really cool game. I really did enjoy it a lot myself. I'll probably put some of my honorable mentions as well. I think it's worth a shout out to this game because it's a game that gives a unique niche. There really aren't too many hyper technical shooters outside of maybe Arma, but Arma's like a different flavor of it. It's like, because Arma's like really big and open and shit, and you have damn, they almost killed that poor guy. Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, like Arma is like, really big and, almost open worldish in a way. It's like really big ass maps. It's like this is a lot more small and intimate. It has more emphasis on non-lethality rather than, just killing whoever you see in sight. But I remember like working together like with you and Gene, like us clearing out that club is like a core memory now. A core gaming memory for us. Like we were just doing it over and over again. And yes, I remember us like that final room, it felt so good like when we like, use a state camp to see like what was underneath. And it was like, okay, we got like two guys on one side. Okay, got another side. All right, James, you head to the other side. And Gene and I will head to this side. All right. Count of 3, right? We, put your C4 on. We're like 1, 2, 3, boom. You blow it up. All the guys get knocked in your asses. Throw your flashbangs in. You go, right? And plan perfectly executed. And that's just such a great feeling, like when it all comes together.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. And that's honestly, dude, that guy almost fell for that little cutout of some guy.
That felt for the first time. I remember that.
Yeah, dude, I remember too. I think everyone falls for that. But yeah, dude, core memories like that. Honestly, I would love to get back into it. But I know Gene, he's almost like he's like never available until the summer because of his job. So we probably won't be playing this. And now that a whole bunch of other games have come out, like Battlefield 6, and I think he started playing Clair Obscur as well. So I would like to get back into this, especially because I think Paul also has his game también.
Does he?
Oh, but all in all, okay. I could have sworn he talked about it. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But yeah, great game. And I would like to get, like I said, I would like to get back into it. So, but definitely an honorable mention.
All right. Anything else?
No, nothing to say about Ready or Not. Do you also want to make this your honorable mention, or do you have another game in mind?
I mean, it is one of my honorable mentions. I do want to give one more honorable mention.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, two more, real quick.
Yeah, go.
Real quick. I should pull some footage for it. Shit. I'm going to get to a good spot, though. There we go. Yeah, sure. We'll go with this. All right. So, my first honorable mention, well, second, actually, because it's Ready or Not, one of them. First honorable mention is Final Fantasy X, which was, like I said, a few episodes back, was like a playthrough 20 years in the making, because I've been trying to beat this game over the fucking 20 years. I've been kind of like, I played it in elementary school, got up to FRA, which is like apparently like a common wall boss in the game. Then I turned the game to my friend. Then I came back some years later, like a year later, got past FRA, but then I used up all my items. So then I died. So I died in the boss battle. Not the boss battle, the regular fights that happen afterwards. And then I was like, fuck this. Give it back to my friend again. And then I got it back, got back into it like in 2024, I think. I bought the HD remastered version of it. It comes with 10 and 10.2 combined. And then I played it over 2024. I forgot why I stopped. I just stopped. Like I just played the games and I just kind of lost track of it. So then I got back into it this year, finally. 2025. And I finally beat it. And yeah, it's a masterpiece. Like this is a great game. This is absolutely a phenomenal game. I love Final Fantasy games. But some are head and shoulders above others, and this is one of them. 9 will always be number 1 in my heart, but like 10 would probably be like number 3 or 2 out of the mainline games. The mainline games, we're not counting like remake and rebirth, because then those would be number 1 overall. Yeah, this is probably like number 2 out of like the mainline games, my favorites. Absolutely beautiful story, incredibly well written, great characters, really fun combat system. The end game's a little grindy. that's about my only complaint. Like, wow, this is a grindy as fuck game. Like, oh my god, the monster capturing side quest alone is so much, because you have to go back and revisit every area. You have to capture every monster 10 fucking times. So you have to go through. It's random encounters, by the way. You can't just find them. You got to go through and pray to God they show up, and then you have to capture them. And you do that 10 times for each one. So that obviously takes a very long time.
I don't think I ever watched you, because I've seen you on your stream when you streamed it on disc. How do you capture the monsters?
You have to have a weapon with a capture property on it, and you just hit them.
Oh,
That's it. And then they'll say, like, "Oh, monster captured." Yeah, it's nothing fancy. You don't have to do
okay.
anything fancy with it. You just hit them with the hit a weapon with a captured property on it.
Okay, I just thought you have like a net.
No, you just hit them.
All right.
You just beat the crap out of them.
You beat the crap.
Yeah. Also, great music.
Yeah, but Final Fantasy is always known for its good music.
You're always going to get those two things, right? You're going to get great visuals and great music. That's pretty much out of every Square game you're going to get. At least those two things. Even if the game sucks, you will get great visuals and great music. Even something like Final Fantasy 13, which I hate. I hate that game. Beautiful game. Beautiful looking game. And has fantastic music. But I digress. So for the next one, and this one's a fucking all-timer, bro. But this one I didn't. This is my first time playing through it. This is my second time doing a full playthrough of it. And let's see if I can pull her up here. And yeah, this is like the greatest JRPG of all time. Like, it's just scientific fact. I'm sorry. And that is Chrono Trigger. That's my next honorable mention. Yeah, this is the greatest JRPG of all time, dude. It's got like all the qualities that Final Fantasy X has that I love, but like it's all like just amped up to 11, right? The music is like the best soundtrack I've ever heard, like in anything ever. The Undersea Palace, the main theme of the game, Frog's theme, Magus's theme, like all these songs are just incredible, and oh my god, it's just great. But then on top of that, you also have like the great visuals. You have great character designs by Akira Toriyama, who is of Dragon Ball Z fame, of course, because this was pretty much a dream team game. This was made in cooperation with the Final Fantasy guys, the Enix guys, before they combined with Squaresoft to form Square Enix. And also, I'm sorry, Akira Toriyama. So it's pretty much Final Fantasy guys, Dragon Quest guys, and Akira Toriyama all working together to make this incredible game with incredible characters, beautiful visuals, amazing music. And also, it's just so tightly and perfectly paced. Like, this is a game, like, if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of time, but you want to play an RPG, I will always recommend this game, because this game, you can complete in about like 20 to 25 hours. It's a pretty short game, especially by RPG standards, but it does everything you need to do. Like, it just trims all the fat out. There's no like grinding or anything like that. Every battle is meaningful. And the battle system itself is great, because even though it's very simple, like there's a lot of complexity in like how you combine your party together, because you can actually do dual techs and triple techs, which are pretty much like your tag team attacks. Yeah. So the attacks you have available to you are can vary greatly, like greatly, just by just changing party members around. If we didn't have that rule of like, you know, a game that didn't come out in the year we're talking about could win, this game would win every time if I played it. Like this, like originally this was actually number 2, but I'm like, you know what, I should probably take this out and just leave it as an honorable mention and just highlight the other games that came out this year, especially since our list is still small. If we're doing like a best of 5 or like, like a top 10 or a top 5, yeah, this probably would have number 2. All right, so how about we get into our actual games?
Yeah, our actual top 3 for 2025. Absolutely, my friend. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll start us off.
All right, yeah. So this is James' number 3 of 2025.
And, what the hell's going on here? Sorry, one sec. I'm just trying to find my list. Here we go. Alrighty. Anyway, so now for my number 3 game of 2025 is...
Hey, don't shoot!
Arc Raiders!
Arc Raiders!
Arc Raiders!
All right, so tell us about Arc Raiders, man. Why do you love it so much?
Well, it's great. No, honestly, it was a pretty big surprise. I had been following it for a while. There was a YouTuber by the name of Kelsky that actually made a video on it, because he got into like the early, not the early access, but like the first playtest, because they had like 3 different playtests. They had 2, and then they had a server smash to test the to test how the servers can handle the load. And dude, I watched gameplay of it, and the way he talked about it, he made me wanted to get hyped for it. So I was like, you know what, bro? Like maybe I'll take a look at this because it looks pretty good. And dude, I fell in love with it. The community, at least when it started, it was very cool. Like it was actually filled with nice people. You know, there wasn't a lot of backstabbing, and it was pretty friendly. And even in the higher elos, you could still find some people that are nice and won't shoot you in the back. But what's cool is it's an extraction shooter that adds a PvE element in the robots, which are called arcs, and they provide a third party that can save or fuck up your day. So believe it or not, a majority of the time you actually don't get screwed by the players. You get screwed by the robots. Like you'll be in the middle of getting ganked, classic PvP style. But then the robots will come in and ruin that guy's fun, and then you get to kill them. And there's no better feeling than turning the tables and getting the upper hand on some asshole trying to steal your loot. But the game itself offers it's a pretty casual. It's essentially casual Tarkov, which I think is great because Tarkov is a little bit too hard. I mean, I've seen gameplay of it; it's a little too hardcore for my taste. But this one is good. I played with it with some coworkers, and actually, I'm probably going to ask if I can play with them again because it's been a long time. And you have different weapons, and you can actually use certain loot as weapons. So the Arc actually has parts to build shield generators to recharge your shields, but sometimes you can just use the parts you pick up themselves to just recharge your shield, I'll bet for a little bit less shield charging capability. And also, what I love is no weapon is one shot. Like you'll land a good shot on somebody, or someone will land a good shot on you, but it won't like take all your health away immediately. Like it gives you a chance it gives you a chance to fight back. You know, it's not like someone's sitting with a sniper at the end of the map, and then you just get one shot and die. So there's
that's good. Okay.
That. So there is that. As you can see, you could play in stacks of 3. However, I think they are going to add 4s, but I'm not too sure about that. And everything is like gradual. Like you heal gradually with the band-aids. You also heal gradually with the shield generators. However, there is one shield recharge that can instantly fill to full health, but it's quite expensive to make. And also, there's actually like a timer before it actually activates. So you have to it's kind of like when you bandage yourself from Left 4 Dead. You have to sit there and bandage yourself for like 5 seconds before you heal. Same thing with the bandage, and same thing with the real shield charger. And the environments are beautiful. The outdoor maps are great. The indoor map, Salamantis, is very claustrophobic, especially since there's a robot that essentially it has a random bullshit like spread. It just like explodes and a whole bunch of bullets go everywhere, and that actually does have the potential to one-shot you. They in the most recent update, they increased its firepower. And of course, like an extraction shooter, you take stuff back to your base, and you can use it to craft weapons, and you can also look for blueprints out in the wild, which is the only way to find them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can craft cool shit. But yeah, Arc Raiders is definitely number 3 for me. And it's well deserved. I think the studio Embark has done a really fantastic job with this spin on the extraction shooter genre.
Yeah, people have been losing their minds with this game.
Yeah, dude, it's good. Honestly, like it's a shame that you have no interest in it because I think we'd have a pretty good time with the game, because you also have the option to not bring your own stuff. You could actually opt for what's called a free loadout, which the game gives you, like a standard shield, a standard not standard, like you get a standard shield, a piece of shit weapon, and a standard augment, because you have different augments that can affect how much loot you can carry, your attack power, not attack power, but what's it called? Oh, it can affect how much tactical gear that you can carry, like grenade types.
Uh-huh.
And there's also certain loadouts that have tricks or augments to them, like you heal a little bit faster, or you have health regen. And also, there's one that if your shield breaks, a smoke grenade activates in your location, so you get to like hide, or you get a chance to like run away.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. That is pretty cool. Yeah, it sounds like they have a lot of cool loot that you could use.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Honestly, if anything, you'd probably be in it just for the loot. And let me tell you, killing another raider and stealing their goop, and they have like such good shit on them. Yeah, it's good. However, I will say they shot first. They shot first, though. I'm not evil. I'm not evil.
Well, now they have that aggression based matchmaking. So now it's like, oh, like if you're an asshole, you just shoot people on sight. You'll be matched with other assholes who shoot people on sight.
Yes. However, my friend did make it to like the max level, and he says, "Yeah, no, there is no niceness anymore. Like once you hit, no, like once you hit the high levels, there is no like. The only exception maybe would be the maps where you fight the matriarch, because they actually have like boss events where the whole map of people get together to take down what's called the matriarch, which is a big ass robot.
Oh, that sounds
and
cool.
If you take it out. Yeah, no, it's super cool. And also, there's like the matriarch is protecting another place where there's good loot, which actually is a little bit of a puzzle room that you have to solve with other people. And one of the rat things to do is to like go and loot it and take everything while people are fighting the matriarch, because you're supposed to fight the matriarch before you get to the loot room. But I did it. I went to the room to try and loot. I was trying to figure everything out. And yeah, and I figured out the loot room, and then they finished they finished killing the boss, and I was already like gone. I actually almost died. I had gotten sniped and downed, but some guy like literally came out of the extraction to res me, and then we both escaped.
Oh wow, okay.
So, yeah. Because he was like, "Oh yeah, the sniper's coming. Yeah, they shot behind you." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what his fucking problem is." And meanwhile, they're like,
"Don't check my inventory, bro."
Yeah, bro. Oh, and what's also cool, they have a prison pocket. So if you die, you obviously lose all your shit. However, if you put something in your safe pocket, that's something you could take with you back to Speranza, which is like the base city, and you won't lose it.
Yeah. It's just like they have a lot of nice casual quality of life features in it. Because like in Tarkov doesn't give a fuck. Like you're dead, you're dead.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Rip Bozo, right? Lose all your shit. GG. Get good.
Exactly, dude. Get good. You're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Arc Rider's like, you can just take all. Here's some free shit. Just take this down to the field. You don't have to lose any of your old shit. Oh, you're gonna die. Okay, just put your shit in your safe pocket. You'll be good to go, buddy.
Yeah. However, note it has to already be in your safe pocket before you die. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you find good loot and you're like, I should probably keep this safe, then put it in your prison pocket immediately. Don't wait. Don't fuck around, because you will find out in this game.
Damn, meanwhile, this guy's having a wild ass. Before we move on, this guy was having a wild shootout. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what was going on
another
here?
thing. So also that's something else too. So you can revive your own teammates, and you can also use defibrillators to revive your teammates, but you can also use the defibrillators to revive other people that are not on your team.
That shit got crazy. People are behind him, there's people in front of him, there's explosions going on everywhere. Yeah, this game can get pretty chaotic.
Yeah, no, he just got pincered. He got pincered. Somebody third-partied.
Oh, that's always unfortunate in these kinds of games.
Yeah. Yep, and then that's where they But like I said, you can use the defibrillator to res people that are not in your team, and that actually helps. You know, that's a good like team building exercise, because there's literally been enemies that, like, made friends over that. And actually that happened to me and my coworker.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh, just kill me, let me die," like, because there's proximity chat of oh my God, how could I forget about proximity chat?
Yeah, that is. It's like one of the big selling points of the game.
Dude, and it's great. And I res him. He's like, "No, I was supposed to die." And I was like, "Well, now you live." And then he went and actually like fought for me. He ended up dying, but he brought down a chunk of health from a guy that we were having a shootout with before he died. And I was like, "You died a hero, friend."
that game is just one big social experiment. It's just how people react to these situations.
Yeah. Well, whatever the experiment is, I would say it was successful. I'm gonna get back into it, but I've been very busy, and so was my coworker. He's had a lot of stuff go down. All good things, all good things.
Mhm.
But he's just been busy. But I do plan on getting back into Arc Raiders, especially since they're planning on actually releasing new types of Arc, and they actually teased them because there's a map called Blue Gate where it actually has a vista that stares into like the ocean.
Yeah.
And you actually see these huge, like imagine the Imperial Walkers from Hoth,
Yeah.
but ginormous, like world enders. They're huge.
Oh, okay. So they're like absolutely ginormous.
Yeah.
A foot will like stop. Like, their feet will just like as tall as a skyscraper. Squash it. All right. So moving on to my choice, we have for my number 3 of 2025. It's
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Doom: The Dark Ages. I mean, it's dude, it's more Doom. Like what can I possibly say about this game? Like, you're gonna be going around killing demons and stuff.
No, exactly.
You're gonna be exploring you're gonna exploring levels, finding secrets and stuff, and demon go boom. Except this time now it's medieval, so you got a cool like Mr. Captain America sword, chainsaw shield that you kind of throw around, and you can like shield bash enemies and stuff. And levels are like much bigger, so they have more emphasis on like exploration and stuff. And a lot of people are kind of like dogging on this game a bit. I mean, because they dog every fucking Doom game every year. I mean, it feels like it's like Doom 3 came out and everyone was dogging on it because it wasn't Doom 1 and Doom 2. And then Doom 2016 came out and people were kind of dogging it because it wasn't Doom 3 and Doom, like the original Dooms. And then Doom Eternal came out. Oh my God, people would not stop dogging on it, being like, oh, like all the weapon switching. Oh, it's too hard. And then this game comes out and now everyone's complaining, oh, where's all the weapon switching? Oh, it's so slow. Oh my God. The guys are all great. All Doom games are great. You should absolutely play all the Doom games. They're the granddaddy of boomer shooters.
I still have to finish Eternal.
Yes, yes, you do. You have to finish a lot of stuff. So, like, the big thing with this game is obviously like you have the shield, but also the game has like more of an emphasis on melee fighting. So not so much like flying around like you did in Eternal, where like you're going like on monkey bars and shit and dashing around and stuff. None of that stuff's really there. It's more about getting in and just beating the fucking shit out of demons. Like, you have a bunch of melee weapons. You have your flail. You have your shot gauntlet that you can use to fight enemies. Ooh. You get a big ass mace. And you can just go around and just, punch enemies whenever you want. And there's also like a lot more ammo now because like people complained about how like he had to constantly be chainsawing stuff, which is not really true. But scrubs need to people were scrubby.
I never had that problem.
Yeah, people were like scrubby at the game and didn't really want to learn the mechanics. We're like, it's too hard. I have to keep chainsawing stuff over and over again. But this time, you have a lot of ammo, so you can pretty much just use whatever weapon you want whenever you want. You can just keep shooting at it over and over again. Now, I will say the music this time around isn't nearly as good. That was a big problem, right? Because you had Mick Gordon, who worked on 2016 and Doom Eternal, and of course he's a fucking musical genius who pretty much made a name for himself through Doom and through the Killer Instinct, showing that this guy knows how to make music. And with this time around, they went with some new people because you had that falling out with Mick Gordon and id Software, where they kind of fucked him over with some royalties they owed him, and also they gave him like too much workload and stuff because they were too busy like fucking around trying to figure out what's going on with their development and stuff. They just didn't clue him in on what was going on, so he just had to work with whatever. This time around, they went with, I don't remember who they are, but unfortunately, their music it's just not as good. It's barely even in the game. Apparently, that was part of a bug, and they kind of fixed it. So like the music's more prominent, but I doubt it's going to be nearly as good as Mick Gordon's music.
Of course.
But everything outside of that, man, I really enjoyed this game. I really liked the focus on melee. Like the guns still feel great to use. The basic shotgun is actually pretty good this time around. Yeah, also the other thing, parrying as well. Parrying is also a lot of fun because who doesn't like good parrying in a video game. That was kind of like
I
the
love
big
a
thing
good
also
parry.
with the shield. Yeah, it was really satisfying. Be like, ding! Like time slows down and stuff, and projectile gets flying back. I mean, the only problem is that like sometimes like it slows down time a lot, and if you do it like really frequently in a fight, it can kind of disrupt the flow of a fight. But they've added quality of life features since then. You can actually tone down like how much time gets slowed down. You can just eliminate it altogether. Like you can just so the game just like keeps going. The game's very very accessible because you can tune everything. Like even the difficulty settings, you can tune it. You can like decrease projectile speed, increase projectile speed, reduce damage, increase damage. One person increased all the dials all the way up to like 200%. So
Oh my god.
So they're running like a Mach 4, but everything like flying up to like Mach 4. Like they spawn in immediately, they take 2 steps forward, and they just immediately die because all the projectiles are so fast, doing so much damage, they don't have time to react. So yeah, like it's a very accessible game, very fun to play through. It's got all the punchiness that you can expect, no pun intended, for you can expect from like a Doom game. The big levels, I know a lot of people didn't really like the big levels, but I actually kind of like the big levels because it reminded me of OG Doom 1 and Doom 2, because OG Doom 1 and Doom 2, like there's a lot of levels that were huge, and you kind of have to like, figure out your way through and like find secrets and stuff along the way. So I really didn't mind that all too much. The other thing is I would say is the lack of glory kills also kind of sucks. Like, there aren't really glory kills. Like there's a glory kill there, but like you have to like jump and then you have to like use a shield bash to do it. And even then, there's only like 2 or 3 of them. Most of the time, you're just doing like a generic punch or kick in the face. So it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of a step down from like Eternal, where like you can rip off the fucking jaw of some demon, or like rip out its eyeball, like shove it up its ass, and it explodes or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's not as much of that here. And also, there was also like the big emphasis on story, which I don't know why they keep trying to emphasize story so much. Like there was like cutscenes and stuff. But there was one badass moment, and like it's literally like Too Angry to Die. And I don't want to like spoil it, what happens in it, just in case like you for some reason care about Doom story. But yeah, like it is literally like Too Angry to Die in like the most badass way possible.
Nice. Which sums up Doom Guy perfectly.
Yeah, like too angry to die. It was really cool. Like when that section came out, I was like, oh shit, okay. You'll just have to play it to see what I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, great game. Like it's still a damn good game. Like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 game. I'm thinking about going back to playing it because I played it on. I don't know if I played in the hardest difficulty, but I think I'm playing the second hardest difficulty. So I might go through it again just to play in the hardest difficulty and see how it is. And of course, DLC whenever it comes out, I'll be more than happy to check it out. I mean, I bought the fucking $100 version of the game, so I better play the fucking DLC when it comes out. I'm gonna get my $100 worth.
Yeah. Has there been any word on the DLC? Or
no,
nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
And the game's okay. No, because the game's been out already for.
It's been on for like
when did it
9 or 8 months. It came out in May, I think.
Okay. No, usually they have some announced, but oh well.
And there must be something pretty big, because I think like Ancient Gods came out like 6 months after Eternal, around there. It's been almost a year at this point. They're probably doing something like really big. I imagine it's gonna show like what happened up until 2016. Like it's gonna end right where 2016 begins. That's pretty much what I imagine DLC, because like the way it ends in Dark Ages, it doesn't really end at that point, which we all thought it was gonna be. Like we thought it was gonna be like the Halo Reach of Doom, like where you see like a downfall of the Spartans. Yeah, so you see the downfall of Doomsday. It ends before that. So I imagine the DLC will cover up to that point. All right. So how about your next game?
Alrighty, my next game. Okay.
And this is
all right,
2.
everybody. This is my number 2 for my top 3, and it is Schedule 1, also known as Breaking Bad Simulator.
Yeah, the Walter White Simulator game.
The Walter White Simulator game that took the internet by storm.
Yeah, when this came out, like March, I think, or like.
Actually,
it pretty much took over like the beginning of 2025. Like everyone was playing this.
Bro, we started this summer, I believe, like that, and it was so good. I think we played the demo with Gene, and dude, we had a blast. Like we played the demo, and we're like, yo, this kind of slaps. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
March 24th.
why is making drugs so much fun?
It's so odd. I need my glasses. God damn it. I guess you could say it's addictive.
Yeah, I won't do it. I'm gonna fuck it up.
No, you're gonna fuck it up. You done it twice already.
No. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna disappoint the chat.
What, Chad? You're disappointing me.
Whatever, chat. I'll disappoint everybody, man.
You're disappointing all the NCIS Miami fans.
But back to Schedule 1, dude. This game is great. It's essentially, drug empire simulator featuring probably the weirdest stick figures on the planet. And it's funny because the game itself, it really looks like it was made by one guy, which it is. It is made by one guy. But dude, the gameplay is 100% on point. You start off in a little, as you can see, a little measly motel room, which all three of us, me, Jesse, and Gene, shared for some weird reason. Like, we all slept on one bed.
It's a spooge. Hey, man, hard times,
Yeah, hard times indeed. But don't worry, we had different. We actually unlocked we actually unlocked a house that had a lot more beds. And dude, the amount of customization in this game is fucking incredible, absolutely incredible. Like, not only did you grow weed, or you made meth and cocaine, but you actually got to customize it and give it different ratings. So you got to gather different ingredients along with the main drug, and you can synthesize it to make special special strains of weed, or special strains of meth, and special strains of cocaine. I never got to the cocaine part. I think actually that's when I stopped playing. Me and Gene had made we had just bought the warehouse, and we were essentially designing the cocaine laboratory, and Gene was like, I got this, bro. And so he literally designed everything, and just honestly, it was kind of like Satisfactory, but with drugs. And he literally made all the machines and everything. And yeah, and then that's when we stopped, because I think we were approaching the end, because the game itself is still in early access, but I think it's still in early access, and they just unveiled the sewer system.
Okay.
Yes. So now because they're adding things, as it goes on. And actually, let me see.
They added shrooms. I see that.
Yeah, they also added shrooms as well. Yeah, I forgot about the shrooms. But
it's a really good thing we're not monetized yet, because this shit would get demonetized so fast with how many drugs we're dropping.
Yeah. Oh, come on, bro. No, no, we won't get demonetized. This is content. This is one of the highest.
We're not monetized yet, so that's what I'm saying. Thank God we're not monetized yet, because this shit would get demonetized so fast.
Then we just gotta take it as we go. But the game itself is a lot of fun. But it was especially fun with other people. And it really was a very, very addicting loop of getting your drugs in, and delivering all of it. And we kind of cheesed it too. I don't know if they fixed it or if they kept it, but what you can actually do is just save all of your deals for after dark, because you get a bonus for delivering earlier or on time to your customers. And obviously, if you're late, you lose money on the deal. But what me and Jesse and Gene figured out is, if you just set all of your shit to late, you can actually just get all your drugs together, and then just tackle all of your deliveries in one go. Because even though the game gets to 2 or 3 in the morning, it actually doesn't become the next day until you go to bed. So eventually the in-game time, the clock, it stops. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was kind of like a cheap way, so that we got all our deliveries in. It technically was an on-time delivery, so we got the bonus cash. And I think we also got a bonus for delivering drugs during curfew, which gave us another bonus.
Wait, avoid the cops?
Yeah, to avoid the cops.
It was fun running away from the cops.
Dude, it was so funny running away from the cops. Yeah.
You remember us yelling, where are you at? We had to grab a baseball bat and run over to
Yeah, just boom, and dude, it's like stick figures, just hitting with a baseball bat. So
yeah, it's pretty fun getting to play together, because you can say each other roles. I remember I was in charge of sorting stuff out, and planting things. You were in charge of like buying supplies for us, and Gene was like the delivery guy. He was like going out, like, you know, making the actual deliveries while we were handling all that stuff.
Yeah. And then I think once we had enough supplies, we were kind of fucking around with like synthesizing. So we made like the special strands, and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, I swear, I shit you not. One of the concoctions we made was meth mixed with horse semen." And I forgot what we had named it. A lot of the time we just use the generic like randomizer name that it gave us. Oh, and that's another thing too. The drugs themselves actually gave different effects. So you had one that would turn people green, one that would like have their head expand, and you could see the NPCs once they like take the drug, the effects became apparent. So
I remember that.
And actually one that actually caught them on fire. I think there was one that like they just caught fire.
I don't remember that.
And then I think I remember there was one. Oh, and then there's also the addicts. So sometimes you get random NPCs that would rush up to you, especially in the middle of the night, trying to get a fix. And if you said no to them or didn't have like what they wanted, they would actually attack you. So you would make like you would make fiends out of your customers.
Okay. I don't remember that. That must have been you and Gene, because I think I stopped playing like a week after. I didn't play that much.
Yeah.
When was the last time I?
Yeah. No. Yeah. We kept playing a good month afterwards.
Yeah, I stopped playing in April.
Yeah, I think we still played like into May. But yeah, dude, it was such a fun time.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun game. It's definitely something we gotta hop back on.
Yeah, we do. There's a lot of games you have to. Yeah, there's a lot of games you have to hop back on with Gene.
It's fun pushing drugs with friends.
Yeah, dude, pushing drugs with friends. That's the way it goes. Yeah, and they're gonna add some more stuff. I know that they're planning on adding. Well, like I said, they added a sewer system, so you could probably find some. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing. Like each drug is like a little mini game in and of itself.
All right,
my man. What's your number 2?
So number 2 is another boomer shooter, and this is one that I played immediately after Doom the Dark Ages, so I can keep getting my boomer shooter fix. And this one surprised me of like how much better it was than Doom the Dark Ages, because I had an absolute blast of this game, and that would be
one man with his magic superpowers and his guns might not be enough anymore. The world needs more warlocks. Now there's 3 of them, and you to lead them through.
Project Warlock 2, which is a sequel to Project Warlock 1, of course, which was a indie boomer shooter made by some 19-year-old kid or some 16-year-old kid or something like that. Something crazy like that. And he got himself a team and he made a sequel to Project Warlock. This time, much bigger game. Instead of you playing just one character, you now play 3 characters. And each of the 3 characters have their own unique loadouts. So this is the first character in the game. I forgot their names right now. But like he has like a more standard loadout that you'd expect. Like he has like a machine gun, a shotgun, like a turn double barrel shotgun, rocket launcher, all that shit. Like, you know, the boomer classes. But then you have the next one, which is like cowboy themed, and that person has like a revolver, throwing knives, a crossbow, and then the one after that is like futuristic. It's like some demon lady, and she has like infinite like fire, like infinite like flamethrowers or whatever, stuff like that. And she has like a scythe that she can like pull out to kill enemies, and like if she dies, like she can come back to life if she kills a bunch of enemies and stuff. So, like, it was almost like 3 games in one. Like this was a very ambitious game, and this one's a pure boomer shooter, because this game is like, what if like Doom 1983 was like made like now? And like this is pretty much what it would be like. Tons of levels, you just constantly zooming around the levels, fighting tons and tons of enemies with a lot of really cool and big guns. There is also like a leveling system that you could do. So like in between levels, you can like spend currency to like level up. You can also upgrade your weapons. So like you actually change the way the weapons are. So like this guy, like he has like a heavy machine gun. Originally it was like a submachine gun that you can change it from. So you can go from submachine gun, and then you can have like dual submachine guns, or you can get like a heavy machine gun instead that like shoots. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was a submachine gun that turns into like the heavy machine gun that's there, or like a burst rifle that you can shoot. And so like, that kind of adds replay value because now you can like play like different loadouts and stuff because it changes the way like you play. And then you also have magic on top of that. And it's just a blast. Like it's just because you're just constantly going around shooting enemies, and it has like all like the tricks you can expect from like boomer shooters. Like it has like quick weapon swapping, like weapons will reload when you put the weapon away, so you can just like shoot like a weapon till it's empty, then quickly switch to your next weapon, shoot it, and then push back to the next weapon over and over again. So it leads into that like constant flow state where you're just constantly just moving forward, like no downtime whatsoever.
Cool.
So it's just an
Honestly,
absolute
I like that. I like that staff weapon that you had there.
Oh yeah, that's your magic weapon. That's whoops. Yeah, that's your magic weapon. That runs on mana. You can actually upgrade your mana, so you can use it more
Cool.
if you wanted to. And I think this guy's like the magic one. The other ones like they have magic, but it's not. I don't remember it being as good. But his I remember. Yeah, the first campaign is always the best one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's a beefy game. Like it is a boomer shooter, but it's like 8 hours, like 10 hours long because it's divided between 3 different campaigns. And all the campaigns, each character plays differently, like I said. So like if you don't like the first one, you can just skip over the second one. If you like the second one, then which is the third one right there. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Played the hell out of it. I played it like a good like 20, 30 hours, like just replaying levels and stuff, finding new weapons. They have like a score attack mode also, like where you can like go through and like play through like a score attack and try and see if you can get like a high score or whatever.
Oh, it looks great.
No, it is.
I actually like the way
pure simple fun. Yeah, it's pretty too. Like I really like the way it looks. It's got like this nice 3D pixel HD look to it that a lot of games. Not a lot of games really have. What the fuck is that? Well, I don't remember that at all. Okay.
Nobody puts something in the corner.
Nobody puts a square in the corner to make that. So yeah, really fun game. Really fun game. Highly recommend it. I think it's only like $20. I don't think it's even that expensive. Like it's like $20, $25. Right? And if you like boomer shooters, you're a boomer shooter fan like me. Yeah, it's one of the best come out in a while. Oh, $17. Even better. $17.
Ooh. A lot of these games are on sale. Ooh wee.
All right, well, that's enough of that. How about we get into your number 1 game?
All right, everybody. Now, this number 1, let's be clear. I love this game. I really, really do. But goddamn, this shit's fucking frustrating. So, without further ado, my number 1 game for 2025 is...
As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Really?
I
Do
love
tell.
this game. Jesus Christ, dude. This game was so much fun when it came out. And it was actually my first foray into the Monster Hunter series. It's the first one that I played from scratch. And, I played it with you. And dude, I loved every second of it. I loved the story was pretty cool, and the weapons designs were pretty cool. I love my great axe. However, I will say the great sword was very, very tempting because of the fact that you can like block and kind of parry. But I thought the pairing with the great axe was not the great axe, switch axe. Excuse me.
Switch axe, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It was like a little.
I forgot what that's called, but it's so good. The great sword can do that too. The great sword can do it all.
Yeah. No, the great sword can't do it all. But I still like my battle axe. I think the battle axe is one of the most cool looking weapons ever, like in history. But yeah, dude, it had such good enemies. It had such great levels that you can roam through, like the desert, the swamp, and this little arena-looking place as well was pretty cool. But I literally lost myself in it. Like this was a game that I played with you, but I also played on my own at times just to kind of grind for gear and items. And yeah, dude, and it was fun to actually go out into the world like straight from the camps. Like you didn't have to like go through a cutscene. You could just get straight into it immediately. Also find monsters out in the wild.
Yeah, there was not as much downtime as is like in say Rise, like where you gotta like, you gotta go to the spot to eat, then you gotta eat, and then you go from the spot to eat, you gotta make sure your gear's in order and stuff, and then from there you gotta go to the guild counter, and then you gotta set up the quest, and then you gotta
you gotta queue for a lobby, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, but my good times with this game was cut short because reasons. Because
Capcom, the performance of this game isn't exactly the best. Like it's really the biggest hamper on this game is the performance.
The hamper is an understatement. It's the biggest piece of dog shit ever. And it's weird because I never got any frame drops with the game. It was literally just hard crashes. And you know what? Like FPS I can work with, I can lower settings. But like I mentioned in the last episode, the hard crashes for me suck so bad. Like it literally made me feel like I was breaking my computer. And this was the new computer that I built. So I'm thinking to myself, dude, did I just build a computer that can't run Monster Hunter? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, and actually that's probably one of the reasons I built the game, because I was having built the computer because I was having such a good time with this game that I literally thought, like in my head, I was like, damn, bro, I can't wait to build this new computer. I'm going to play Monster Hunter Wild on max graphics. It's going to be great. There's going to be no FPS drops, and we're going to have such a great time with everything. And it was like about a couple weeks to a month of bliss playing this game, and then the crashes began.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It hurt.
It's okay, dude. The January update, I think, is like next week. I think that's supposed to massively improve performance, and I think they're doing another. They might do another pass. I think they said they might do another pass in February. I don't remember exactly. And then, of course, we're gonna have the expansion probably this year, if not for sure next year.
Good.
So we'll be able to enjoy all that. Good.
Because I really did enjoy this game a lot.
I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad you're into Monster Hunter now.
Yeah, I know it's. I know we talked about it before that it took me a while. Like I played Rise the first time, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of whatever." And then I decided to give it another shot, and I actually liked Rise. And then, the rest is history. It's like, oh, I think I'm starting to understand now. I'm starting to get it. And you're like, oh yes.
Yeah, it's a great game to play. Like when you have like a stream or something or a podcast on, because like if you're just grinding for like gears and stuff, you could just like put on a podcast and just listen to it while you like grind on like easy monsters. Obviously, it's a hard monster and you're sweating your ball. Yeah, to turn everything off, lock in, right? But a lot of the times, if you're over geared and stuff and you're just trying to like grind for like materials or whatever, you can just put on a podcast, just run around, gather materials you need, maybe hunt like an easy monster or two, get their materials. So that way you can, try and build something. Or you're just trying to farm for gems.
Fuck those gems.
Yeah, no, we gotta.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck those gems and fuck you for getting all of them. Dude, Arkveld. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times we did Arkveld.
You're like, oh, damn, man. I'm like, oh, hey, a gem. Ding.
No, bro. You didn't even have to say anything. I just heard ding. And I'm like, what was that?
At one point, I got like, it was like 300 in a row, and I got it every single time. And by the third time, I'm like, hey, James, guess what? And you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, bro. I didn't want to hear it. At that point, I think
guess what I got? You just said, fuck you.
Dude, I think I muted the game, right? Like every time we killed the boss, I just muted it because I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear shit.
PTSD, Nom. Yeah, personally, I mean, it wasn't. Did it make my list? I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. Monster Hunter Wilds did not make my list. Probably if it was top 5, maybe it would have made it. Not entirely sure, but the performance issues, the story kind of sucked, and they forced you to play the story a lot. The multiplayer setting things up with your friends fucking sucks.
Oh,
setting up the quests is fine. If you're doing a solo, it's very easy to set up your quest and immediately start it. But if you're doing it with friends, oh my god, it's the most dog shit system I can't possibly, especially when you want to play story quests with your friends. It is so fucking weird. I'm like, why they just can't make it seamless? Because it's like, oh, they need to have, they have to compensate for the fact that cutscenes can't have multiple players on it. But then they just added this last monster, Gogmazios, the 8-player raid monster I told you about last episode. Yeah, like it has multiple hunters in the cutscene. So it's like, what? You can clearly support multiple players in a cutscene. So obviously that's a fucking lie, or you didn't plan properly around it, around people wanting to play a story mode with their friends.
Yeah.
So you have to like this weird system where you have to like set up a link party, and then you gotta like play, and then you gotta like shoot up an SOS flare, and then it can still drop. But then if it drops, because there was dropping server all the time, right? I remember that. And then if it drops, that's it. You're just fucked. You gotta start all over. It was awful. Just awful. And then there's also the fact that like the game, like even like with all the graphics turned up, like it's artistically kind of ugly at times. Like it's very gray and brown, and like a lot of the areas are a little repetitive. It's like, oh, we have a gray and brown desert area with some caves. And you go to the next area, it's like, oh, it's a volcanic area with some more caves. Okay,
more caves.
The most beautiful part is the forest, and even then, it only looks beautiful during like during the awakened season, like when it's like really nice and stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like with the expansion pack, they fix that. They add, you know, more beautiful locations and stuff. But
it's okay.
The combat is fucking peak. Like it is the best it has ever been in Monster Hunter. I don't know if I can go back. It's really hard to go back and play without focus mode and being able to like aim my attacks and like have them hit and stuff. I don't know if I'm able to go back to that because it just feels so satisfying getting the greatsword and just going, just landing it, and then it's like, oh, turn around. Oh, you move that way. I'm just gonna turn around. Now, I know a lot of people are like
a 180.
Yeah, do like a 180. I mean, I know a lot of people like say like, oh, like there's a skill expression to anticipating where the monster is and the angle and stuff in old games, and I respect that. But also, greatsword go bonk. It feels good. So, greatsword activate my neurons. Which is funny how I went from like longsword to greatsword because I was longsword guy for a long time. You know, yes, I was that asshole who was swinging around his weeb sword, knocking everyone around. I'm sure James of all people was really glad I switched to greatsword because like, oh, thank God, I'll deal with smacking me around out of my attacks. Because I don't think I hit you nearly as much as the greatsword, if at all.
No, I don't think so.
With the spirit sword, I'm like, and you're like, please stop. I'm trying to do my attacks.
So you're literally interrupting my combo.
So yeah, really, really fun game. It is a fun game though, and I really hope Capcom fixes the performance issues, and I hope the expansion pack makes it even better, which they usually do. Like usually, like the expansion pack makes the game exponentially better.
Yeah,
it happened with World. It happened with Rise. Pretty much happened with all of them. Like they all just get exponentially better once the expansion pack comes.
Yeah.
All right.
I have faith that they will, because dude, Capcom has been on a fucking roll, and really the only thing I have complaints about are the performance issues with Monster Hunter. But other than that, dude, they're doing so good. I got nothing but faith in Capcom to land those expansion packs.
Yeah. Also, fuck that little kid. I forgot his name. Fuck that little shit.
Oh yeah, everybody hated him.
Fuck that little shit.
He's just trying to survive. My brother in Christ, he's literally trying to kill us all. We need to know. Bad.
Also, all my best girl. Love you. Okay.
You mean? I think you met Gemma.
Yeah, Alma. That's a funny way of saying Alma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I'll forgive your speech impediment. I'll say it for you. It's Gemma.
I'll forgive your retardation. I'll have to edit that out.
No. Don't edit it out. Leave it in.
I'm gonna put a censor.
We're not monetized yet, so you can say whatever you want.
You say my slurs. All right, so now we are at my number one game of the year. And I mean, if you know anything about me and my taste in games, And
this is a slam dunk.
yeah, it's a slam dunk, right? And it, like, obviously, if you've been keeping up with the Game Awards season, like, it's pretty obvious what it is I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But my game of the year is...
You're fighting to change things.
For those who come after. Right?
Thought I was used to losing people.
Yeah, me too.
To no one's surprise, Claire Obscure.
Wow, color me shocked. Sweep, don't you mean Sweep Obscure?
Yeah, Sweep Obscure. Right? The French have won me over, man. All it took for them was to make a JRPG.
We didn't think it'd be possible, but alas, here we are.
Here we are. The French are cool again.
The French are indeed cool again.
Everyone has said everything there is to say about this game. Like, it is a love letter to JRPGs, which like classic JRPGs, right? Because obviously, JRPGs are still around. People play them. They're still great, right? Persona's great. Final Fantasy is great. But, definitely like Final Fantasy has kind of taken a turn in particular to lead like more towards action. And this feels like particularly like a love letter to like old Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
And then, on top of that, you have the game has a really like unique premise, really cool setting, wonderfully written characters, a great story, and a really fun combat system with parrying, of course, because who doesn't love parrying? Everyone here, I can see some parries. Yeah, you love parrying. Yeah, you'll love this, dude.
I am.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna love this game. Like if you play it, you're gonna absolutely love it. Although I will say, like, if you don't want to get your shit rocked, I would probably recommend playing it on normal because you can still have parrying. Unless you really wanted to make it so that, like, you have to parry. In which case, then play on hard. Because if you don't parry, you're just fucked.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Because I have a backlog. I have a backlog of my backlog. Like, it's bad. It's really fucking bad.
Yeah, and kind of like Chrono Trigger, this game is also, a pretty lean game. It's not as lean as Chrono Trigger. It's like about like 30 hours with a lot of side content. But it's a game that, like, if you're a working adult and you don't really have a lot of time, but you love RPGs, this would be a great one to pick up because, it's got such amazing pacing to it. And then, I mean, on top of all that, it's just also like what this game represents in the industry. Because this isn't some like big game from some big AAA company. No, this started off as one guy just wanting to make a Final Fantasy game, pretty much. And he wanted to make just a Final Fantasy game with realistic graphics and turn-based combat. And it started with him, and then eventually, it grew into this 50-person team, and they were able to make this big, love letter JRPGs. They only charged $50 for it, and it was made with, full of love and artistry to it. And it just shows, like, there's still a lot of talented and creative people within the industry, and how talent can come from anywhere. Like, their composer was some dude they found on SoundCloud, and he was working like as a guitar teacher before. He never worked on a game before. One of the writers, I think, was also found on Reddit, and like she never like wrote for her game. She did like some free writing on the side, like as a hobby, but she never like actually wrote anything for games. Like she never wrote like full length works, and then she worked on this game, and it's an incredible story. It's incredibly well written. So like it's just a testament to like when people like have a strong vision and they come together and put all their creative juices together, they can make a game that's truly incredible, which is what this game is.
Absolutely. It's always nice to see greatness come from unexpected places, especially now since, our industry is going through a shift. Indies are taking over more and more with each passing day, and it's really, really nice to see. And also to hear you sing this game's praises is heartwarming. Not just you, but everybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I won every fucking
Everything.
award. Just won every fucking award. Hell, I think even the Oscars are going to give it an award at this point.
Dude, the Oscars are gonna make a video game category just for Clear Obscure.
It's gonna win Best Picture. What are you talking about? One battle after another. Move out the way, buddy. Clear Obscure's here. So yeah, I mean, like I said, game of the year, incredible game, one of the best like JRPGs I've played. Yeah, like if you haven't played this game, by all means, please play this game. Even if you're not even really a fan like a JRPGs and RPGs, like just the combat system alone is like the parrying. Like if y'all use Sekiro heads out there, like we'll probably get into it just from the parrying alone. You have people doing like boss challenge videos. You had one guy beat one of the bosses from the new update, like one of the new super bosses, using only parries. And it took him like I don't know how many hours it took. I'll have to look it up later, but it took him like a long
Probably,
time.
yeah. I was gonna say it probably took him a while.
It took him a long time. But he did it only beating parries, right? So like if you're a parry fantasy sicko, like that's for you, right? If you're one of those Final Fantasy people who won't stop bitching and moaning about Final Fantasy not going back to turn-based, play this. Oh, and the soundtrack is incredible. Like the soundtrack is amazing. Like it's beautiful. It's such a like you would be like, wow, this is from a video game. Like this sounds like some like symphonic shit. And this was composed by some dude who was just on SoundCloud and working as a guitar teacher on the side. And he made an incredible soundtrack.
His name is well known.
Yeah, I can't remember. No,
well,
not well known here. Not well known here. Bro. That's because I'm really crappy at remembering names.
It's okay. We'll learn it soon enough. But we do know that he does great work.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the beginning of like a new studio with Sandhole Interactive, the studio who made this game.
Yes,
I look forward to them making their game. This is them making a game without knowing how to make a game. Imagine now that they know how to make a game. Because this was, I forgot to also mention, on top of all this, what's funny about this is that because we're talking about this last episode, right? This is all, well, not all, but a lot of former Ubisoft devs and juniors. Like these are people who used to work at Ubisoft, and then they came and made like one of the best RPGs ever, like a game of the decade contender. That's gonna be talked about for a very long time.
Salt meat wound for Ubisoft. Those poor bastards.
I mean, I thought they'd give a fuck because they're like, oh, we're gonna make Assassin's Creed and monetize shit out of it. This would have never been made under Ubisoft, or at least it would have been made once, and there probably would have never been a follow up. And like, I think Guillaume Bruche, I think is the director's name. Like, he pretty much put it pretty well, where he said like, yeah, this would have taken me like 20 years to make an Ubisoft because that's how long it would have taken for me to build enough experience and clout within Ubisoft to actually ask them just to greenlight it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So that's it for our games of the year.
Yeah, but that's it for our games of the year.
So overall, 2025 was a pretty good year. I mean, I wish I was able to play more games because there was stuff that I did miss. Like I missed Silent Hill F. I played a lot of Ninja Gaiden 4, but I didn't finish it. I played a lot of it though, and I did really enjoy it. There were other games like Pepistrillo. I know it was like an indie game that was like a Legend of Zelda-like game that I never got to play. What else? Dynasty Warriors Origins. I never got to play Dynasty Warriors Origins. Were there any other ones that you could think of? Like
for me?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's Silent Hill F. That's really the only game I missed out on.
Oh, Silk Song.
Yeah, I never really was.
Excuse me, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Split Fiction. We still got to play Split Fiction. I want to play Split Fiction of you.
Yeah, actually, we have to play Split Fiction. The one with the prison. Only Way Out.
No Way Out.
No Way Out. That's it. No Way Out.
I think
we have to play that one too.
Play that one, but I mean 2025 stuff, right? There was Octopath Traveler 0. I didn't get to play it. Ninja Gaiden 4, like I said. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Shinobi. Shinobi Age of Vengeance, I think is what it's called. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Oh, the Terminator game. The Terminator game is really cool too.
Oh, I don't remember the Terminator game.
Yeah, there's a 2D Terminator game. Yeah, I think we didn't talk about it, but I could have sworn like we saw like a trailer or something and we shared it.
Yes, I do know this one. Yes.
Demon School. I didn't get to play Demon School. So yeah, a lot of good stuff came out in 2025. I just wish I'd been able to play it all.
Actually, I do remember this came out. Classic 2D like arcade brawler style.
Yeah, it's really good. A lot of people say like, yeah, this is a really good game. Like it really feels like the kind of game that would have came out in the 90s, like a movie tie-in game that would have came out in the 90s.
Yeah, movie tie-in game. Hell yeah!
All right, so
It was pretty.
you have anything else to say before we go?
Nope, nothing else to say. Honestly,
right.
all in all, I agree. 2025 was great, and 2026 will honestly it'll be even better. I hope, because there's a lot of big titles coming out this year.
There are a lot of big titles. GTA 6,
Oh my god,
the
bro!
bombshell.
I think it's gonna get delayed again.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. All right, Hobby, sign us out, man.
Sounds good, my man. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the other half of our 2-Bar Connection episode. We really appreciate you guys sticking around with us and listing off our games of the year. Please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also leave a comment if there's any games that you want us to play or if there's any stories you want us to cover. The best place to watch us is YouTube, but we do have audio-only versions of the podcast available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify. We are on Twitter. No, we will not call it X, and you can find us at our Twitter handle at 2Bar Podcasts. So give us a follow and also tag us in some memes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again, guys, for listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Peace.
Bye, everybody.